First things first, what are we talking about today? It is how to work from home as a VA. And you guys, these are going to be beginner tips, okay? So if you haven't ever done it before, or if you're just beginning, is who I'm talking to. And if you don't know what a VA is, it is virtual assistant, okay? So how to work from home as a virtual assistant, beginner tips. Now, let me get into a little bit of housekeeping super quick, and then we're going to jump right on into the content, okay? So first things first, if you are watching this on the YouTubes, do make sure that you click on the subscribe button as well as the bell so you get notified when new videos come on, okay? And then in addition to that, just know that one person every single week is going to win something, all right? The only things that you need to do is subscribe to the YouTube channel, comment on the YouTube videos, and then share the YouTube videos into social media just while tagging either myself or my business page. So either one of those is going to do, and one person, again, wins per week. And you don't have to buy anything, you don't have to do anything. All you have to do are the three things that I mentioned, which are easy peasy, lemon squeezy, and also, dare I say, make you look like a hero to all of your friends, because all of your friends want to hear this stuff too. I promise you that, okay? Let me get out of there. Now, what is coming up? Fix Your Online Course Challenge. This is in my group. The link to my group is in the description of this video itself, okay? So make sure you join the group. You don't have to do anything else in order to be in this challenge. So it's a Fix Your Online Course Challenge. It's going to run July 26th through 30th, all right? The Fix Your Online Course Challenge, basically what we're going to do is we're going to run through all of the potential leaky spots that happen, and I've been doing this for years, so I can point out a leaky spot before it even happens to you, okay? I can see your course, and I can be like, but this is going to be a problem, that's going to be a problem, this is going to be a problem. Let's fix those problems before they even happen, or let's fix the problems after they're happening if you're already running your course, okay? Now, again, if you have friends that have online courses or want to, again, be their superhero and make sure they're in the group so they can start winning as well, okay? Fix Your Online Course Challenge, you have to be in the group. Starts July 26th, which is next Monday if you're watching this in real time. Next up, you guys, August 28th and 29th. If you have not marked your calendars yet, make sure that you do. marthasmastermind.com is where you're going to go to sign up for that. This is what sets you on fire. Every 90 days, I have an anchor point where we set our goals, where we get our minds right, where we get our ramp up mode. So you know how you really enjoy events? And then they get you all amped up and all ready to go. And then you leave the event and you're like, but what now? Right? What do I do? So this is very different from that. The entire approach here, the entire purpose of this is that every 90 days we anchor in to not only set your goals, which is not sexy at all, I get that, but it is the way that you succeed. So I don't really give a rip if it's sexy or not. I give a rip about you succeeding, okay? So every 90 days we anchor in to be able to help you succeed. So I bring people in to teach you things you didn't know before, to give you perspectives you had not seen before, and then all of a sudden you realize things that are real to you that were not real before, okay? marthasmastermind.com. It's super cheap. Do not get it twisted. Don't see the cheap price tag and be like, this probably isn't going to be anything. Listen, I make it accessible, all right? So let's remove the word cheap and let's replace it with accessible. This is because I want you to win. That is my life's goal, is for you to win, all right? So marthasmastermind.com. I can't make you go to it, all right? I can make it. I can't make you go to it. You are the only thing standing between you and winning. So you need to actually go to it. So marthasmastermind.com. All right, now let's get into it. I want to say hello to a couple of people, and then I'll answer questions at the end if I have time, all right? LaShonda, good morning. Melissa, good morning. Shoshana, yo, hey, I love it. Rachel, good morning. Michelle, morning. Lorna, good morning. All right, you guys, man, I love you all. All right, so let's go ahead and get into it. So how to work from home as a VA, and this is beginner tips. So you know that I am Queen of income streams is what I have been called, and I'm just going to go ahead and take on that moniker. I'm going to make it a license plate and all sorts of stuff, you guys. So Queen of income streams. So that's what I do, you guys. I make sure that you guys have multiple income streams from home, so you never have to stress out about money, and all of a sudden life opens up to you and you can live from your heart. That's my end goal. So one of those income streams, you guys, is being a virtual assistant. Sometimes people really just love supporting other people, and I would dare to say that a lot of people that are automatically heart-centered by nature do love supporting other people. And maybe they're not ready yet to create their own program or to be a coach or whatever, but they really love supporting people. Well, you can still create a career based on that. So I was on YouTube earlier today and I was looking up women entrepreneurs and I was looking up work from home stuff. And as I was looking that up, I was seeing, get a job that pays this much money per hour and get a job that pays this much money per hour. And I'm like, that's cool and all, but y'all, that's still a job, right? It's still you working for someone else. And while you're working from home, yes, it really doesn't take away all of that extra baggage and stuff that comes from working for a corporation, so to speak. You still have rules. You still have, you have to be on the phone a certain amount of time. And there's still like a lot of stuff that isn't just you living your life, right? I mean, we can all agree on that, yeah? So as I was looking through that, I was like, man, so people are looking for work from home and they're thinking that working from home means they're working for somebody else, but they're just working out of their house. And while that's true, in some aspects, a lot of businesses have moved that direction, and wisely so, right? But for us, I really think what we want to be doing is we want to be doing what we want to be doing. And we don't necessarily want to be doing what somebody else is telling us to do. And we don't want to have these rules and regiments and have to be on the phone a certain amount of time and that sort of thing. That's not really what we were looking for. What we were looking for was time freedom. We were looking for being able to take a break when we wanted to take a break. If I have to go to the bathroom, I mean, gosh, can I go to the bathroom, right? If I want to go out and grab a cup of coffee with a friend for 30 minutes or so, why can't I just go do that, right? And that's what that work from home stuff that you're seeing, it's not going to allow you that. And so what is, you guys, is being a virtual assistant or being a VA. And so the beginning tips, let me get into these really quick on becoming a VA, is get really good at one thing, at least one thing, right? And it's one thing that other people don't necessarily want to do. So some of you guys are fantastic organizers. Like you are like my daughter. Listen, I take my daughter over to the Container Store and it's like we went to Disney World. We really could be saving a lot of money, I think, in our life because we can just take her to the Container Store. She doesn't need to go to Disney World, but she loves organizing. And so if you're like her, you could probably be hired by somebody to organize their email or to organize their calendar. So I have people that help me organize my life, right? They organize. So whenever I have speaking gigs come in and podcasts come in, I have people that will organize all of that. So it comes in, they get it scheduled for me. On the schedule, I have my links, I click on my stuff and I'm where I need to be, but I didn't have to do any of that stuff, but I still get to show up for it. Well, yeah, they get paid to do that stuff, right? So that's a virtual assistant thing to do, essentially, right? So there's that. So whenever we say VA, it's a virtual assistant. That's very general, you guys. Don't hear VA and think, oh, I can't do that. Because that you're totally shooting yourself in the foot. You can absolutely be a VA. You need to think of what you can be a VA in. So have you built websites? And not big grandiose websites, right? But have you built a website using a builder like maybe Square or maybe you've built Shopify sites. Maybe you built a site on GoDaddy. Maybe you built a Wix site, right? Did you build any of those sites before? Well, shoot, now you can be a VA and either help somebody build their site or help somebody edit their site. What VAs are hired to do is things that other people either do not want to do or do not have the time to do. Write that down. VAs get hired to do things that people either do not want to or don't know how to do, or they don't have the time to do it. And those people are going to pay someone else to help them do that. That's solving a problem, you guys. So what you need to do as a beginner tip, what you guys need to do is think of one thing that you really love to do and that you've learned to do. Like maybe you're fantastic with email. Maybe you're fantastic with setting up email campaigns. Maybe you're fantastic with setting up websites. Maybe you're fantastic with organizing and being a virtual like executive assistant. Maybe you're fantastic with helping people with their day-to-day life, right? Maybe somebody needs you to respond to their email. Maybe somebody needs you to respond to different things and you develop a relationship with them and you know what they would say, right? That's the kind of stuff that people need help with. So what you would do is you would think of somebody in their business, so somebody that you would love to support. So maybe like you have a mentor or somebody that you would love to support. Think of all the things that they do in their business and then insert yourself into one of those spaces and see if you can help them, right? And if you can't help them, if they already have somebody helping them, which may be the case, no big deal, what you would do is you would go onto a site like Fiverr, Fiverr, remember there's 2 R's there, or Upwork.com. You would go into one of those places, you guys, and you would just set up shop. And you would say, here's what I'm doing. Here's how I'm doing it, da-da-da-da-da. It's as simple as that to become a VA, you guys, and then you let people know. I would send an email out to every contact that I have. And I would say, hey, listen, friends, I've started this thing. I really love supporting people. I really love helping people. And so now I'm helping in this capacity. Do you or somebody that you know need help with this? If so, let's talk. It's as simple as that. You really just set up shop and then you put yourself out there. Easy steps to becoming a VA from home on your own time, setting your own hours, doing your own thing, having time freedom, which then is going to equate freedom in your life. All right. I look forward to what you guys decide you're going to do. Let me see what you guys are saying. Oh my gosh. Well, hello, everyone. Angela, OMG, I love my VA. My goal is to be able to work with her forever and ever. The fun thing here is your VAs are likely as you grow and scale. So if you're an HBR, you're going to grow and scale. Okay. If you're not an HBR, you might not. I'm just going to be honest with you. Okay. But if you're an HBR, you probably are going to grow and scale. Here's how you get into HBR if you're not in HBR yet. Okay. Go to Livin the Dream with Martha, which is my Facebook business page. Message us, either let's do this, case study, whatever you want to do. It's half off, but the half off ends today because we're coming home from San Diego and it was half off while I was in San Diego. So today at midnight is the very last time you're going to get this at half off. Okay. So, what you do is we have a conversation and you can jump into it at half off. Okay. That is how you're going to scale your business. I venture to tell you, most people that start a business can't scale it. They don't actually become successful, but in HBR you will because you have precisely every single thing that you need and I continue to add to it. Your success is my North Star. Your success is my number one focus. Okay, so you've got nobody else in your world telling you that, I guarantee it, because there's nobody else in the planet that is actually doing that. All right, so get into a place that you can feel safe, you can feel secure, you can feel held, and you can feel supported in your growth. All right, this is that. You pay once and you're in it for life. Just a heads up. But yeah, that's it. The idea here is that your VA that you have right now should become your chief operations officer as you scale. Okay, so as your business grows, they should be head of operations. Your VA that you have right now should be head of operations as you scale. And then you have other people under them. That's how it really should go as you scale. But that's for people that are hiring VAs, that's how that goes. But then for those of you that are learning to become a VA, understand that is in your trajectory too. If you want it to be, that is in your trajectory as well. Cindy, hey, good morning. Time freedom. Heck yes. All day, every day. Lydia, hey, good morning. Cindy, HBR for life. Angela, yes, that's what we're going for, guys. If you're not on this trip to be extremely successful in your life, I'm going to surprise you in a really big way. If you think that you're just going to run a small business, you're going to be very surprised hanging out with me, just so you know. You're going to accidentally become extremely successful. So keep watching the videos, keep hanging out, make sure that you're in my group. The link is in the description of this video. All the things. You will accidentally become extremely successful. I'm just saying. You come into HBR and it's going to be like rocket boosters. Let's do this. Love you guys. Bye.